Have you ever asked yourself, why me? What did I do wrong? We all go through those tough moments in life when we search for answers. We ask, why is this happening to me? What did I miss? How do I move forward? And, in that search for answers, we often feel stuck, confused, and overwhelmed. This is my story, and I know many of you can relate. It's a story of struggle, confusion, and, most importantly, the journey toward finding hope again. After 2020, my life completely changed. Things that once seemed stable, my career, my social life, my sense of purpose, fell apart. I lost my job, and with it, I felt like I lost a part of myself. I became isolated. I stopped meeting people, and slowly, I started withdrawing from everything. I couldn't understand what was happening. Why had everything suddenly changed? I didn't know how to cope. The worst part? I had to wear a smile on my face. Why? Because I didn't want to answer people's questions about what was really going on with me. I didn't want to explain the emptiness I felt, the confusion, or the fear. So, I pretended everything was fine. I was hiding behind a mask, and I didn't know how to take it off. It was like I was living in two worlds, the one I showed to others, and the one I was trapped in on the inside. Every time I tried something new, whether it was meditation, exercise, or even picking up a new hobby, I couldn't seem to stick with it. I'd start with good intentions, but every time, I would stop before completing anything. It felt like I was constantly chasing a solution that I could never quite reach. But that wasn't the worst part. The worst part was the feeling of hopelessness that crept in. I couldn't even bring myself to go to a job interview. I couldn't see the point. I felt like nothing would ever change, like I would always be stuck in this cycle of uncertainty. I was tired. I was frustrated. I was angry with myself. Time passed. For years, to be exact. For long years where I watched my savings dwindle down to almost nothing. I could feel the weight of everything pressing down on me. The questions piled up. What should I do? How will I take care of myself? How do I even start to rebuild? I started doubting myself more and more each day. The fear of failure consumed me, and the thought of trying something new seemed impossible. I was at the end of my rope. I wanted to give up. I wanted to disappear. I wanted to leave everything and everyone behind. My mind was in complete turmoil, and I couldn't see a way out. It felt like I was standing at the edge of a cliff, with no path ahead and no way to climb back up. And I couldn't talk to anyone about it. I didn't want anyone to see my weakness, my fear, my doubts. I felt so alone. Then, one day, I reached a point where I thought, this is it. There's nothing left. I've failed too many times. I truly believed there was no way out, no hope. I had reached rock bottom. But in that moment, something inside me whispered, let me try one last time. It wasn't loud, and it wasn't a grand revelation. It was just a small thought, a flicker of possibility. I thought about all the times I had failed. I thought about how many times I had tried and given up. But this time, I decided it didn't matter if I failed again. At this point, what did I have to lose? So, I took a deep breath and said, I'll try again. And with that, I decided to do something meaningful with my life. I decided to start this channel. It wasn't just for the people who might watch it, it was for me too. It was a way for me to find hope again, to remind myself that there is light at the end of the tunnel. Even when you feel lost and hopeless, even when it feels like you've exhausted every option, there's always a possibility. It's easy to forget that when you're stuck in the darkness, but the light is always there, waiting for you to find it. I won't lie, it hasn't been easy. Starting something new, especially after so many years of doubt and fear, is scary. I don't know how well this channel will do. I don't know if it will even work out. But here's the thing, I've taken the first step. And that's all I need right now. It's one small step at a time. The reason I'm sharing this with you is simple. I want you to know that if you're feeling lost, confused, or hopeless, you are not alone. You are not the only one who has asked, why me? What did I do wrong? The truth is, we all face struggles. We all go through hard times. But those hard times do not define us. It's what we choose to do in those moments that shapes who we are and where we're going. I didn't know where this journey would take me, and I still don't. But starting this channel was my way of taking back control. It was my way of saying, I'm not giving up. I'm not done. And maybe, just maybe, it'll help me find my way again. If you're watching this, I want you to know that you are stronger than you think. Even when the world feels heavy, even when your mind is clouded, you have the power to change your path. It's okay to take things one day at a time. It's okay to not have all the answers. What's important is that you're trying. And that's enough. I may not know what the future holds, but I know this, I'm taking it one small step at a time. And I hope you will too. Because no matter how hard things get, there's always a way forward. And together, we can find it. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever felt lost, stuck, or unsure about what to do next? Have you faced moments where giving up seemed like the only option? If you've been through tough times and found a way forward, or if you're still searching for one, I invite you to share your story in the comments. You never know who might read it and feel a little less alone because of your words. This channel isn't just about my journey, it's about all of us. It's a space for hope, healing, and moving forward, one small step at a time. If my story resonated with you, if you believe in finding light even in the darkest times, then I'd love for you to be a part of this journey with me. So, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. That way, we can walk this path together, lifting each other up and reminding ourselves that no matter what, everything will be alright. Thank you for being here. Keep going, keep believing, and remember, you are not alone.